Kenneth Ogunko went as far as saying for 2027, Peter Obi, Bola Tinubu, Atiku should move aside.
Like,
or you are of the opinion that 2027, you are of the opinion that 2027, Peter Obi should realign or go back to the ring and see through his hat and run again for president. That's your opinion, and that's your stand, isn't it?
Let me put it this way. Peter Obi did not lose the last election. Peter Obi won the last election. INEC and the judiciary performed their magic. 2027, there will be no election without a reformation of our electoral system. If the electoral system is not reformed to ensure that beavers and electronic transmission from the polling unit becomes compulsory, I would not even bother to participate in that election, because you can be sure that Tinubu was not in power that ran and snatched and grabbed it. Already has the 2027 election results written. A Tinubu that will be busy appointing weakest man as electoral commissioner, the most violent election rigger in Nigeria today, openly is Wike. That is the person whose proxy was being appointed as
that's a weighty allegation.
Electoral commissioner.
That's a weighty allegation.
I said it because he's on video now. I beg you, stop being politically correct. There are multiple videos and audios of Wike enforcing his political will in Rivers State over and above the sovereign will of the people of that state. Violently too. So this is not, please, I don't do beer parlor talk.
No, because
and when you need to balance things, you can. Are you suggesting?
Substantiating.
Okay, let's turn it into an argument. I am saying here, my name remains Daily Farotimi, and I am saying that there are more than enough material online showing Wike violently suppressing the right of the people of River.
Change is.
When you ask, with the pedigree of Justice Kekere Ekun, I had to laugh because it's as if the change of name would suggest a change of some change of guard, as if some paradigm has shifted simply because we moved from an Ariwola to a Kekere Ekun. The fact of the matter is that she's a member of the Nigerian judiciary. She's at the apex right now. She was part and parcel of that Supreme Court each and every time that it had failed the Nigerian people in the last decade plus. She was part and parcel of that Supreme Court when it delivered his Lawan judgment, when it delivered his Akpabio's judgment, when it delivered almost all of the disgusting judgments that have issued forth from the Supreme Court. You said you were reading my book with trepidation, and I'm like, okay, Flora Azinge, a justice, I believe, of the Court of Appeal, sitting at the tribunal in Kano. Azinge came out publicly to speak of how she was being induced. Attempts were being made to induce herself and members of her panel. That wasn't Daily Farotimi that said that. That is a veritable member of the judiciary that said that. Bukachua came to the public space to tell all of us within the unholy chambers of the Senate exactly how judicial pronouncements are procured in the bedroom. He was the first to inform us of how the judiciary has been Bukachualized. Supreme Court justices numbering 14 came out to say that the Supreme Court, the head of the Supreme Court at the time, Tanko Mohammed, the plane driver, was corrupt. They were claiming that 80 billion had been misappropriated in the Supreme Court. These were justices of the Supreme Court that were signing petition, not Daily Farotimi now. So it wasn't something that Daily Farotimi said that led them to do that. When the United States Department of State came out with its 2021 report and said that our judiciary is a cesspit of corruption, it wasn't Daily Farotimi that said that. You see, he didn't say so. So you have a situation where our judiciary did not become the way it is because Daily said anything. Incidentally, I believe about 2 years ago, when Justice Ariwola was appointed acting CJ, This question you have asked of me tonight was probably a mirror image of the same question Dr. Ruben Abati asked of me about Ariwola and what effect it might have, what changes we might expect from the judiciary. I told him at the time that I didn't expect anything to change. Just as I'm telling you as well, right here and now, that I expect nothing to change. The Nigerian judiciary is the way it is because that is the way the system needs it to be, for the system to function.
Mr. Farotimi, there are those who know Justice Kekere Ekun and who will refer to Justice Kekere Ekun in this manner. They say Justice Kekere Ekun is incorruptible and comes with the highest level of integrity. Would you be fair to have referred to Justice Kekere Ekun in the manner in which you have referred to her? Our person has been. You've made reference.
Listen, my brother. Persons make up systems, but essentially, this is not about persons. I don't have a personal experience of Justice Kekere Ekun, so I cannot speak to a person. But I can speak to the institution that she is heading. And I am saying that the institution she's heading is institutionally incapable of delivering justice because the system has not been set up to deliver justice. I don't know who she is as a person, but I know what she represents. And I am saying that the institution she represents, look, don't listen to me, listen to Ebun Shofunde SAN. Mr. Shofunde was very specific when he said very clearly that the judicial reputation is at an all-time low. That is the head of the body of senior advocates of Nigeria. Not me. I'm even a retired lawyer. I'm not a seasoned lawyer. Don't worry. It actually makes more sense for everybody to believe that I should not be taken seriously since I kukuma come across as a madman. So don't worry about me. Let's listen to the likes of Ebun Shofunde. Let's listen to I forget this justice name, the one that retired from Niger State. In the chambers at his own valedictory service, he was busy indicting the judiciary and excoriating it in the strongest possible term, not something I said. So when I say it, maybe the irreverent manner that I might adopt in delivering the truth without bothering to sugarcoat it might come across as shocking, but I am not saying anything that we all are not aware of. Our judiciary is a reflection of the society that we have managed to build, debased, debauched, completely acculturated to abnormalities. It does not deliver any justice. We are only fooling ourselves. How do you talk about justice in a situation where you spend over 5 years in court, at the High Court, over 5 years before you are even heard? I have cases involving me as a person, personal cases where I had grievances against state agencies and I sued, and I've been in court for like 4 years in one case. My matter has not been heard in 1 day. We've never been called to open our case. And yet, if that is not corrupt, what is more corrupt? Justice delayed is justice denied. Ariwola is still sitting there at his valedictory saying bye-bye and is talking about delaying justice. Who causes it?